Dearest, today I'm going to be showing you how I made my best-selling satellite fascinator with Aso Oke. Yes, the design was changed a bit, but it was actually inspired by my Ankara satellite fascinator, which you can see here. Now, if you want to see how this particular design was made, I'll be dropping the link in the description. So let's get into today's tutorial. Here are the items we'll be making use of. You'll be making use of your 1.2mm gauge hat wire that usually comes in this bronze color. Then you have your thread. Okay, now I'm throwing it to my student to catch so that they will start threading the needle to get ready for the tutorial or the class. Then we're going to be making use of bias. Then this is my famous hat wire cutter. I still have some for sale if you want. Then uhu gum. Then we're going to be making use of measurement tape. Okay, then you have your elastic band, the round one like you see. Then pegs, you get to see what we make use of pegs for. I'm sure already right now you already know. If you're not new to my channel, you know what we use. Then that is a tailor's chalk over there. Then this is your 1.5mm gauge hat wire that we're going to make use of as well. Then you have your bishop cap, or you can mold, but this is the bishop cap, is a ready-made cap. So you see how we get it ready to cover it up with our Aso Oke, because what you saw, it was actually covered up with Aso Oke. Sorry about the video, it's the training. And I used my ring light this time around, but at least you get to see it when I adjusted it again after a while, so the video will get clear. So please just bear with me from the beginning as you get to know all the items we're going to be making use of. Then this is Aso Oke. We actually have half a pack, but we didn't get to use much. Then this is our veil, or you can call it net. Then we're going to be making use of masking tape. You see what we use it in due course. Then I have all the trimmings. I wasn't yet sure which one I would use. Then you need is your scissors. That's the last of it. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is measure your bishop cap or your molded fascinator base, whichever one you have to use. So when you measure it, I got 8.5. You would add 2 inches, sorry, which is making it 10.5. Now the 2 inches you're adding is so that it will be able to cover underneath. Remember, what we're doing is to cut out the Aso Oke that we can use to cover up the base. Now remember, the width of this Aso Oke is 6 inches. So if we add 2 to it, it's going to give us 12, which is above the 10.5. That's perfectly okay. So what I did first of all was to trim off these rough edges that are here, and then I measured out 10.5 inches. So if you're using ordinary material, it's 10.5 by 10.5. Do you understand? But as I told you, the width of this Aso Oke is 6 inches. So we're going to be having 10.5 by 12 inches, but that's okay. So right now I'm measuring out with my tailor's chalk so that I will get it straight, and I'm going to take my scissors and cut that first part. Now after I'm done with that, I will place it on top of this other side and also cut it out. Alright? Then you place it on top of the other one, and you're going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it all the way down. Now while that is being done, we're going to get this bishop cap prepared for us to be able to use it for the satellite fascinator. You can see it's very flexible, so you cannot sew it to the veil if you're going to do it. It will not just happen well. So what you do first of all is you take the 1.2mm gauge, that's the one that I said you find in bronze, and we're going to sew it to the edges of the bishop cap. You're going to be sewing it all the way round. So keep watching. I will just show you a bit of the part and I'm sure you will get it. But just in case you didn't get it with this video, because I didn't do it complete because the video is quite large, I already have a video where I showed you how to do it from beginning to the end. So if you have an issue, just check the description of this video and you would find the link there. You can say it's no longer flexible, it's turgid, so it is ready to be used. Okay, our material is out. We've finished sewing it. You can see the joining over there, and this is how you check first of all to ensure it will cover all the edges. So the next thing you want to do is take your uhu gum, and we're going to be running it around the inside of our prepared bishop cap. Now to cover it, we're going to be doing our south. I don't think that's north again. That should be south, west, north. Northwest, eastern. No. East, west, north, and south. Which one do you take? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, this is done so that you would have a smooth, perfect finish. So what you do after you've done that, you start grabbing the parts in between the two pegs that you have placed, and as you're pressing it down, you can use your pegs to also hold it further, and we're going to be doing this all the way around. So keep watching and learning. Just in case you can't find any of these items in your local store, I would be dropping Amazon and AliExpress links for you, and also a Telegram link where you can order for these items. Now, just in case you want to also learn some, some more complicated designs of satellite fascinators, I have 3 classes available for you, and these classes also contain other type of fascinators with them. So you can join me in the dventcraft Academy. You check the description of this video, you'll see the link of the reception. Enter there and you can make a request for fascinator class 1, 2, and 3. Now, once you're done, this is how you will see your fascinator looking. It's already very smooth, as you can see with the pegs. Don't you think? Do let me know in the comment section below. Once it's dried, you're going to make use of a razor blade. I didn't say that in the beginning. You need razor blade. You're going to make use of razor blade to cut out the excess inside the bishop cap. We're going to be making our Aso Oke strip. So to have an idea of the width you're going to be cutting, take your bias and measure. Now the bias is 0.5 inch. So, and you know it's folded in on the other side, making it a double of 0.5 times 2, that's 1 inch. So I'm going to be cutting my Aso Oke into 1.5 inches width. Now I cut it in a total length of 96. I'm going to be joining them like this. It's 24 inches times 4, that gives you 96, and I'm going to fold it like so into 2 and sew it all the way down. My hat wire I want to join is 48 inches. That is why the bias, the the Aso Oke bias that I made is a length of 96. That's 48 times 2, that's 96, because I'm going to be wrapping it in the loop version. So that's how you calculate the length of the bias you're going to be cutting to wrap your hat wire. Now I'm using masking tape to wrap the hat wire, and take note of how I'm making it thin so that I don't have a bump in the long run. Do you understand? When I'm wrapping it up, they would all appear looking neat. The only bump I had was because, remember, I joined my Aso Oke so that I would maximize the use of my Aso Oke. Any value from this video so far, please do give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, trust me, you need to click that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. Let's get back to today's tutorial. Aso Oke bias strips are ready. Remember, what I did was to cut it into 1.5 inch width, and then I made 24 inches length in 4 places. So I joined the 24 inches together and then folded it to get this strip. So what I'm doing now is I put my uhu gum on the hat wire that I have joined together, and I'm going to be doing the loop method in covering our hat wire. Now remember, when you're doing your loop, you have to hold it tight. If not, you would have different sizes. Now the bumps you'll be seeing are the joinings that we had to do for the Aso Oke, and I did the joinings that way so that we can save Aso Oke, because if I was going to cut a long strip, it means when next I need to use the Aso Oke, I won't have it at a width of 6 inches width. It will be 6 minus 1.5, and I didn't want that. So I'm going to wrap it all the way around. Now if you want to know, I'm sure you've noticed that we made use of 2 different hat wires here, the 1.2mm gauge and 1.5mm gauge. If you want to know more about hat wires, because we have different types of hat wires, please do contact us in the Dventcraft Academy. I have a free class for that. It's not paid, it's free, so that you can join and get to know more on hat wire. So I'm ending the design right now, and I'm going to be folding the tip first so that the edge of the part that what you call it, phrase, is not showing. So you fold it like that first of all before you lap it on your hat wire. So the next thing we're going to do now is to cover the covered hat wire with our veil. So this is what you do. You spread it well. This is 1 yard of veil that I made use of. It's 1 yard, but you won't use the full yard. So you can actually, I think, use this to make 2, but depending on how wide your hat wire is. This is 48 inches, remember. Then we're going to twist it a bit like so. Once you twist it, it forms this shape. If you twist it more, the boat will become more pronounced. Then I take my needle and thread, and I'm going to sew it like you see me do. You must ensure you sew it well, wrap it around like this. If not, by the time you want to cut off the excess veil, it might all pull out. So follow this procedure that I'm showing you. Once you do it like this, you're sure that when you cut your veil, the excess that you would see me do very soon, it will not come out. So keep watching and learning. Taking my scissors now, and I'm cutting off the excess at the end. Remember to be careful. Then I place my bishop cap on top, trying to get the position where I'm going to get it, where I want it to be rather. You know, you can put it at the edge on different location, but this one I want it in the middle. Then I take my needle and thread, and this is how you pass it, like so, from the net or the veil out to the bishop cap. And when I'm taking it through the bishop cap, I'm going to take it close. But before that, I'm going to take another needle and thread and hold opposite. Now this ensures that while I'm sewing, it does not shift. It stays in position, because it really does shift. So you have to do this to ensure it stays in the position you've placed it. Now when I'm passing it through the bishop cap, I'll pass it close to the thread that I sewed. Very close, in fact, almost on it. Now this ensures that I don't need to wrap around, especially with Aso Oke. I notice it doesn't show once you do that, so there's no need to start putting bias around the tip of the bishop cap on the front side. So when you come out to the part that where you have the veil, then you can give a gap with your thread, because that part we're going to cover with bias. So I'm going to be doing this all the way around, so keep watching and learning. I'll just show you some few parts, then we go to the next phase. Now once you've sewn it all the way around, you're going to take your razor blade and give it a small cut on top, and then take your scissors, and we're going to use it to cut the veil all the way around. So you're going to cut it out. Now that part that you cut out can actually be used as a flower. If you want to see that, please do let me know in the comment section below. Then you fix your elastic band. That I've done previously in the ankara on, so I would be leaving that out. Then now this hand fan Aso Oke design is what I'm going to sew to it. Now if you don't know how to make this hand fan Aso Oke design, you can see it's thick. I actually made use of 2 layers of Aso Oke, and it's 33, a total length of 66 inches, 33 each on top of each other. If you want to know how to make this, I actually posted it yesterday, so you can check the description of this video and you also see how to make it. I didn't want the video to be extra large. It's already long as it is. I mean extra long, it's already very long, so I separated that out, and it's in the video I put up yesterday. So the description will be in the link, the link of the video will be in the description of this video. So now I'm sewing. I did a lot of adjustment trying to see how do we do it. Initially, actually, I wanted it to stand as a fan, but my students were like, no, it's too big, it's too large. I don't know. So I decided to In fact, they didn't want me putting anything at all. They wanted me to put, remember I told you that the veil you cut underneath can actually be a rose. It actually looks like a rose, and you can even use your zigzag scissors to form a cute rose with it. As I said before, if you want to see how that can be done, please do let me know in the comment section below. So I was like, no, I really just putting the rose, no, it won't look so fantastic. So I decided to form this wonderful shape. Do let me know in the comment section below what you think about this design that I formed. All right, I'll just allow you to watch. I think I should rest. So I finally decided to use the silver trimmings, the flowered one, and to cover all the sewings that were around, and to also cover in the middle. Then also that tip at the edge there, I took the edge down and sewed it so that the fan design stands up a bit. If you enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up, especially if you gained value, and then click the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed, and go ahead to click the bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And check out this other Aso Oke pretty headband design.